Hello everyone, welcome back. I think you all are viewing that what actually is in my hand. As you can see that this LED is glowing. On this left hand side, I am having a battery. I have made it the connection with the LED. And over here you will observe that two pins are connected with the help of safety pin. When this pin, safety pin is attached to this pin, board pin, then the circuit is complete and it's working. When I remove this, then what is that? I have break the circuit. So in this case, we have shown you the complete circuit. When there is complete circuit, that means the pin is in contact with the safety pin to the drawing pin. Then what was there? It was working. That means complete circuit, and it was working. But as I remove that circuit in between, that circular path I have broken in between. So what actually is there? I have made the gap over it. Okay. So due to the introduction of the gap in between, what happened that time? The circuit is incomplete and that LED was not working at all. So these all things we are going to study in this chapter, electricity and its effect, of our standard 7, lesson number 14. So let us begin. So what do you understand by electricity? As I have shown you with the battery and all that it's a form of energy. Okay. So that can be easily changed to many other forms. Inside that battery, what is there? It is a stored form of energy. As I light up that, then what happens? As I light up with the LED, then and when I contact with the battery, what actually is happening? I am converting the stored form of chemical energy into the electrical form of energy. Okay. So this is what happens when energy is converted from one form to another. That means from the stored form, from the chemical form of energy into the electrical form of energy. And it can be defined as a flow of electricity in a circuit. Okay. So electric current, you should know what is the meaning of electric current. Electric current, it's a rate of the charge, at what rate the charge is flowing through the wire. And actually what is there? There is a number of electrons. You can say the electrons are flowing through that wire, through that cell. That's why any appliance is able to work. Then electricity, the cause of the electricity or the flow of electricity is due to electrons, ultimately we can say. So in what is the unit to measure the current? That is ampere. It's denoted by AMP. Electric current, as we are talking about the electric current, as you can see, this is the battery you are having. In the battery or the cell you can take, in the cell the cap portion, two ends are there, the metal cap, metal disc. Upper part, that is metal cap, is positive terminal and the metal disc is negative terminal. And the concentration of electrons is near to the negative side. So here what is happening? Ultimately the electrons are flowing towards the positive side. So here you observe it that how this bulb lights up due to the flow of electrons. So flow of electrons is towards this side. That means the positive to negative side here, and the current will flow opposite to the, opposite to electrons. If electrons are flowing towards this side, current movement is towards this side, opposite. So this is the flow of the electrons. And how does the electricity flow? As I gave you the answer, that is through the energy to the electrons. So negative terminal of cell round the circuit and back to the positive terminal of the cell. So this is the flow of electrons. So what do you conclude from here? That the flow of electrons will be from high concentration to the low concentration. Where is the high concentration? To the negative terminal of the cell. And it will flow towards the positive terminal of cell where electrons are deficient. Okay. Convectional current. If you remember, I had taught you earlier in the heat chapter, the conventional flow of heat. In that case, we have studied from low concentration to the high to the low concentration. As you can see, conventional current, the current will flow towards the high concentration to the low concentration. Where is the high concentration now? It has the movement of electrons towards negative to positive. Now concentration will increase towards the positive side, and here electrons will move from positive end to the negative end. Electron movements is positive to negative, current movement is positive to negative, and electron movement is negative to positive. So this is how the electricity is flowing in a circuit. What is circuit? As I show you in the beginning, that was a circuit, that means closed path through which electrons were moving, and then only the LED was glowing. So it is a continuous conducting path that consists of what were there? Wire, bulb, then switch, and between that two terminals. In between these two terminals, if you connect any LED, then it will glow. I can show you again. If we connect the cell to the LED, then what will happen? It will start glowing. We can take the cell and will join to the two ends. Then it will start to glow. Okay. So when we are connecting to the two terminals of the cell, then the battery, then the electric current will flow through that circuit, and it will ultimately work. So electric circuit, you understood, it is a continuous path through which the flow of electrons takes place or current is flowing. So here this is the closed circuit and open circuit. When I show you in the beginning, that was a closed circuit. Closed circuit because this path is closed completely, not even single end is free. So this is the closed circuit through which the electrons move and the bulb will glow. And here open circuit because this end is free now. So we will say here this is incomplete circuit, not an closed circuit, it is open circuit, and electrons will not pass through. So in the open circuit, how you have to make it? These are the symbols. So you have to learn the symbols. This symbol, short and thick line for the negative terminal, and long and thin line for the positive terminal. And this is your switch. This symbol is for your bulb. If you put this symbol open, this is your open switch. If you put this closed, this shows you your closed path, that means switch is on. In which case it will work? In the case of closed circuit, it will work, not in open circuit. So next we have here, these are the electrical symbols. We have started like electric cell. It is represented by thin line and the thick line and short line. This is for negative, this is for positive. For electric battery, you have to represent with the, in this battery, two cells are joined. If I ask you, make a battery with two cells joined, you have to make these 2 times. If 3 times, then you have to draw 3 times. The thin, long wire positive terminal of one cell, thick and short for negative terminal. Then this is the second cell which is joined to make a one battery. So thin line and long positive terminal and thick and short negative terminal of the second cell. So these 2 cells are joined together to make a single battery. And this symbols semicircle within circle for the bulb. When switch is on, you have to see, this is inverse, that switch is on, you have to just like this way, and off you have to open this. And wire, simple straight line. This was all about the electrical symbols. As you can see here, symbol for electric cell, then bulb and open switch. That means when I am on that, disconnect this connection, this is on, and off it will touch. So these are the different symbols to represent the circuit diagram. It can be asked to you in exam, draw a circuit diagram showing the closed path. So you have to represent this way diagrammatically, and with the help of circuit symbols, you have to make this one. For closed circuit, first needed you have to make the symbol for cell. Instead of this, if it is asked to you, make with the 2 battery or 1 battery with 2 cells. So here you have to, this is for one single cell. You have to make 1 more. This is the bulb and this is the switch. If it is closed, representing the closed switch. If it's open, that will represent the open circuit. So here you can see that battery, what the battery means. It is understood to be the group of cells. If 2 cells join together, that will form a battery, 2 or more than 2. Voltage of one battery, one cell is 1.5 volt. It will give you the electricity of about 1.5 volt. So what will be the volt, that electricity power or the power of the cell when two cells are joined together. So, one cell is 1.5, 2 will be, you have to multiply with. So, similarly, if it is asked to you 3 cells, 4 cells, you know the voltage, you have to ultimately multiply the number of the cells you are taking in that. So, this is what about that how you have to calculate the voltage and closed and open circuit. One important thing, if you connect the cell in this series, this is a positive end, then negative, positive and negative. In this condition, the cell will work. If you place the same ends together, like cap side, this side together or cap to cap together, the cell will not work. This is because the concentration of the, that is very, it will not allow the electrons to get free from the cell. So, this is what we have studied about electric cell, it having positive and negative terminal, and metal cap and metal disc, then battery, which is combination of 2 or more than 2 cells. So, this was all about our first part of this video. Soon we will meet in the next part with some interesting fact of about electricity and its effect.